talkers. It come by a group of individuals who say that we're going to stand up for what is right and stand up no matter what it costs. I am from that breed. That is the breed I'm from. I will stand up for what is right, and I don't care what it costs. Let me repeat that. Who are heirs to hear, let them hear. I am going to stand up for what is right, and I don't care what it costs. Because my standing up is not for me. My standing up is not for me. My standing up is for the children of this country. My standing up is for the future of this country. My standing up is for not for some hefty salary. My standing up is not to tote your skirt, your pants, or your shoes. My standing up is for what is right. That is the breed I come from. And I ain't see a man, I ain't see a woman could change that. I ain't see a man, I ain't see a woman who could change Victor Roberts from standing up for what is right and forbidding what is wrong. That is my policy. That is a policy. That is a legacy. And that is what I will ensure I stand by. That is why I just take the fight on the streets. That is where the fight will always remain, on the street. The fight is not in a fancy office. The fight is not in a pretty car. The fight is not in some expensive jacket and tie. That is not where the fight lies. The fight is outside there to get it right. When you look at the first past the post system of governance in a country, you will realize that you have a responsibility to fight. The opposition can go and tell Rowley, call election now. That is only a song. That is only a slang. Call election now, that is only a slang. But you, the people of the country, could make and force and tell Rowley to call the election. And he have to call it by your presence. By your presence, he have to call it. You feel saying down in a house and saying, Rowley, call election now. That going to do anything to who? What would you say? Look at them bunch of idiots. Call away election. You want to know how to call election? Ask Mandela. You want to know how to call election? Ask Mahatma. Do what them did. And you will see how the work will be accomplished. But the work cannot be accomplished with talk. The work will be accomplished with action. That is how the work would be accomplished. Lawful action. I know the tape. I know them have a work to do. They have to tape what he's saying. They have to record what he's saying. They have to check what he's saying to see if they could charge me for anything. I know all that. I don't have the equipment that Rowley them have, you know, but I have friends. So don't worry about what I say. I know what I say. The work could only come by action. And not Rowley must go. That ain't sending Rowley no way. You have to make Rowley go. You have to make Rowley call the election. It's only you, the population, could do it. The finances of the PNM can contribute. You remember the financiers had a meeting with Manning, and Manning had to call an election before time. The financiers could assist, but the financiers will only assist when you create enough pressure for the financiers them to say, Rowley, listen to the people, call it. All the financiers at the PNM, if you go by the home now, right now, they're properly well guarded, heavily guarded. All. You think they really care about you? But create the pressure that interfere with the kakada. Create the pressure that interfere with the money. Create the pressure that interfere with the profit. Create the pressure that interfere with their livelihood. And you will see how fast. You will see how fast meetings would be called, action would be taken, and election would be forthcoming. Outside of that, just sit down home and wait to cry. Outside of that, you just sit down home and wait to cry. Because I think Stalin sang a song, the more African that they kill is the more that keep coming still. In Trinidad and Tobago, is the more African that they kill, is the more they will be killing still. That is the chorus. That is the chorus. The more African that they kill is the more they will be killing still. But you businessman, let me tell you something. I could tell you, it ain't much African have them 6 digit. It ain't much. It ain't much. So you have to watch out. When we are shorty, I say, watch out my children. There's a man that they call Lucifer with a bag of white powder, and he don't want to powder your face. I'm going to tell you something. You go get your face powder, you know. You get your face powder, but that will be in the funeral parlor. Don't worry, you'll get the powder. But the Lucifer is not a bag of white powder in this case. The Lucifer is the PNM. That is the Lucifer that all you're facing right now. And as I wrap up, because I promised I was going for 1 hour, but I almost gone for an hour and a half next 5 minutes. Let me tell you something. Until you people recognize that there is no hope under this regime, until you people realize that your life is just being snuffed away with no checks and balance, with nobody in charge of making the effort to protect you, is until you will just be waiting to do as singing Sandra said. Actually, had a tune crying, I want to leave that tune with them in the mind here this evening. That's singing, Sandra. And when you understand that, then you will understand that the time to stand up is now. Good night.